Alright everybody, welcome to my 500 subscriber special. I'd like to thank everyone for 500 subscribers, and for this special I'll be drawing your requests. So I have my references here, and the first one is Llo the Gang, so I'll turn that one on. I have seen Camp Llo. It's created by the same person as Rocko's Modern Life. I think it's a good show. From the mid-2000s, same year I was born. Might just draw the heads, so they look a bit complex. While I'm drawing, I'm going to be answering some of your questions. So the first one is, what inspired you to become an animator? I think I already answered this one in my Q&A video last fall, but for everyone who hasn't seen it, it was mostly other animators on YouTube that inspired me, such as Let Me Explain Studios, Doobus Goobus, and Bird. And there you go, that's Llo and his gang. I guess I might as well color them. The next question is, what is your favorite Hanna-Barbera character and show? I watched a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons when I was really young, and I don't remember most of them. But Shaggy's probably my favorite character. And my favorite show, not counting Tom and Jerry because it was technically made by MGM. Maybe the Flintstones or Huckleberry Hound. Maybe Scooby, the original Scooby. A bit of a more obscure one, but I'm also very nostalgic for Wacky Races because I used to get up at 8 in the morning to watch that show. And that should be good. Alright, next up on the list we have SpongeBob. I shouldn't need a reference for this one because I can draw him from memory. People often say I'm really good at drawing SpongeBob, so I guess that's up for you to decide today. First I'm just going to draw a cube before drawing his curvy lines so that it doesn't go too off his actual shape. The next question is, would you rather, given enough time, draw every Pokemon card or every Yu-Gi-Oh card? Now, I don't have much experience in either of those franchises, but since I'm a little more familiar with Pokemon, I might try that, but again, I don't know much about either one, so I don't know. MGM or Warner Brothers? Ooh, this is kind of a tough one because as much as I love Tom and Jerry, I'll have to pick Warner Bros. Because Tom and Jerry is pretty much all I watch from MGM, and Warner Bros. Has Looney Tunes, they had the Cartoon Network shows, I think they have Hanna-Barbera too, so I'll have to pick Warner Bros. And there, just need to color him. I forget which stripe is on the top and which stripe is on the bottom, so don't get mad at me. So forget to switch tools when I need to. You're probably pretty glad you don't have to witness me actually making my videos because I make a lot of mistakes in the process. And there you go. Hope you like it. Just realized I forgot the freckles, so... Now he's complete. Next up is Amio Nuki from Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi. The reference is right here. I have seen a few episodes of that show. I always found the live action segments a bit odd, but other than that, I think it's a pretty good show. Her little, what are those little circle things called? Whatever they're called, they're floating like on a Fairly Odd Parents character. Okay, very simple geometric design. Again, like Fairly Odd Parents, I like that. Fairly Odd Parents is actually a pretty big influence for my art style, in case you haven't noticed. Alright, just need some color. For some reason, DeviantArt always compares Sky and Roxy to Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi, I guess because there's the more kind of rough and tough character and a more bubbly, happy character. And there, that's Ami. Okay, next on our list is a penguin in a tuxedo, so let's do that. I'll find a place. I do like penguins, so this is good for me. Something like that. Yeah, that kind of yellow spot around their beak. At least some of them do. Forgot about the tuxedo. This is entirely based on memory. I don't remember exactly what a tuxedo looks like. There's probably some tuxedo gatekeepers that are gonna be mad, but I don't remember exactly what a tuxedo looks like. Probably should have gotten a reference before, but I was too busy getting references of Camp Lazlo characters, I guess. Almost forgot the feet. The next question is opinions on the amazing world of Gumball. I didn't watch much Cartoon Network as a kid, but I have been catching up recently, and Gumball has to be one of my favorites. It does have a good blend of witty comedy and just stupid randomness, and I find that really funny. I also love how it uses multiple different art styles. I find that really creative. And there's your penguin in a tuxedo. Next up is Bassie. I'll say Bassie. I'm assuming from Dandy's World. I'm not very familiar with Dandy's World, so of course I got a reference. I forgot which player it's on. That one. Right there. Head is kind of shaped like a bowl. That's a bit big. This is kind of multicolored, lumpy stuff in its head. Is this like some sort of plant matter or food, or what is this meant to be? Would you rather play Fortnite or watch The Croods? I've never played Fortnite and I'm kind of bad at video games, but The Croods is a pretty good movie, so I'd probably pick watching The Croods over playing Fortnite. What's going on with this character's clothing? It looks like this character has like a kind of purple flowery thing around their neck. I can't tell. And they're wearing like a pink skirt. And they have green legs. I'm looking to grow my channel too, and I know you're not a huge animated YouTuber yet, but I have been watching your videos and I think they're funny and you've been growing pretty fast, so I wanted to ask for any possible criticism of my channel. Well, I'd have to see some of your videos in order to properly criticize your content, but I don't know that much about how the YouTube algorithm works. I just say keep doing what you like to do. But my friend Bacon knows a lot about the YouTube algorithm. He's been doing YouTube for like 5 years. So you should probably go to him for stuff like that. And there, that's your character. Sorry if I got it really wrong. Okay, next up on the list, this is an unusual one. A ball being really anxious to cause property damage. You're creative. Okay, so at least it should be an easy one. I mean, it's just a circle, right? I'll put it up here so I have plenty of room. Over here. Oh, like the remains of a house that's like blowing up. Ball guy is over here panicking. Probably saying, "What have I done?" Do you watch any anime? If so, then what is your #1 favorite? I have seen some anime. My favorite is Lucky Star, but I also like My Ordinary Life. That's the one I'm watching right now. I'll make it red. Red is kind of like a default color for most things. Although that does kind of clash with the inside of its mouth, but oh well. Maybe add a little shine, a little shading to make it look more spherical. What's in the fridge? Vegetables, eggs, cheese, milk, maybe a few other things. Why? And there, that's a ball that is really scared that it just caused property damage. Yep. Alright, next up on our list is Stimpy and a Wario Dies meme. I remember the one with the asteroid, so I guess I'll do that one. I think I can draw Stimpy from memory. PlayStation or Xbox? I have a Wii, so neither. What games do you play and what is your favorite game? Again, I have a Wii, so I play some of the games on there, like Wii Party, some Mario games, and my favorite game is probably Minecraft, just because I like more relaxed, more creative games where I can just make stuff. Might need a little more room, so I'll pull the asteroid in a little closer. I might need to move a few things around because I don't know how much room I'll have at the end of this. Of course, we gotta have Stimpy saying the famous line, "Oh my god!" If Bugs and Daffy knock on the door, what should you do? Well, both of them are kind of tricksters, so I wouldn't really trust either one. Have you seen the movie 28 Years Later? No, I might have heard of it. The name sounds familiar, but I haven't seen it. I mostly watch animated movies, so I haven't seen it. And there, that's Stimpy. Next one is Stimpy doing a skateboard trick. And I have a very special skateboard trick for Stimpy called the face plant. Still in Bucket Tool. Again, I do that a lot. Could you explain the inspiration behind your character designs? I notice they have very big and round heads and very thin bodies. The proportions are very out there. Yeah, some people have noticed the proportions on my characters are kind of unusual. That's just because whenever I started drawing people that weren't stick figures when I was maybe 12, those proportions just always worked for me. But the proportions have evened out a little bit in the past year or so. As you can see on my older drawings from like 2 years ago, the proportions are much more extreme. But yeah, realistic proportions just never really worked for me. Again, red, default color when I don't know what to color something, red. And that's Stimpy doing his signature skateboard trick, the face plant. And the last one on the list is Luna as a queen. Luna's my cat. Guess I have room for her up here next to Tommy if I keep it small. I don't even think this is a black outline, oh well. Yeah, it's not black, it's like dark blue. I'll start again. Wish that Discord notification hadn't come through. Maybe I can crop that out. Maybe I can crop that one out too. Would you ever make art styles of the Team GC? I think you mean like fan art of Green Cat and his friend group? Yeah, I guess I could. I just don't have a lot of time for many of those things because I'm always working on videos and stuff for my videos and stuff like that. But I could if I had some downtime. Do you know the Gamer Cats? No, I don't. Now I just need to draw her crown. And for the last question, why are you so awesome? I'm not. I'm a loser. But you guys are awesome for getting me to this milestone, so thank you for that.
And there, that's Luna. Again, thank you everyone for 500 subs. The line width might be a bit inconsistent because I drew this over a couple days. I actually recorded it in 3 parts, but that's all the drawings I got, and I'll see you at the next video. Bye.